days blended together in an endless haze of routine. Sarah woke up to the same alarm, dressed herself in the same clothes, and headed out to the same office job. She felt like a robot, going through the motions without any sense of purpose or excitement. As she stood in front of her bathroom mirror, she caught a glimpse of herself. Her reflection stared back at her, looking tired but determined. Sarah smiled, feeling a spark of connection with her own image. But as she began to get ready for work, something strange occurred to her. When she moved her head from side to side, her reflection didn't move with her. At first, Sarah thought it was just a trick of the light or a minor glitch in the mirror's alignment. But as she continued to observe herself, she realized that her reflection wasn't mimicking her movements at all. It remained frozen in place like a statue. Sarah felt a shiver run down her spine as she processed this strange phenomenon. She tried moving her arms and legs, but her reflection refused to budge. She even attempted to make funny faces and expressions, but they were met with an unsettling blankness from the mirror's surface. As she stood there, frozen in confusion, Sarah started to wonder if this was some kind of prank or a clever illusion. But deep down, she knew that something more profound was at play. Her reflection seemed to be hiding secrets, refusing to reveal its true nature. Sarah began to question everything about her life. Was she living a fantasy world created by her own mind? Were the events of her daily routine just a scripted performance designed to keep her distracted from the truth? The mirror seemed to be reflecting more than just her physical appearance. It was revealing her innermost thoughts and desires. Sarah felt like she was staring into the eyes of her own soul, with all its fears and aspirations. She started to wonder about the nature of identity and reality. Was she a single entity or a collection of fragmented selves? Did her reflection represent a different aspect of herself, one that she had yet to discover? As the days passed, Sarah found herself spending more time in front of the mirror, trying to unravel its secrets. She would ask questions, make statements, and even engage in conversations with her own reflection. The mirror became a portal to other dimensions, revealing glimpses of alternate realities where different versions of herself existed. Sarah met a version of herself who was confident and outgoing, another who was introverted and creative, and yet another who was brave and adventurous. With each new discovery, Sarah felt like she was shedding layers of her old self, like peeling away the skin to reveal a more authentic and complex individual beneath. She began to see that her reflection wasn't just a passive observer, but an active participant in her journey of self-discovery. One day, as Sarah stood in front of the mirror, she felt a sense of clarity wash over her. She realized that her reflection was not just a reflection of her physical appearance, but a reflection of her very essence. It was a window into her soul, revealing all its depths and complexities. Sarah smiled, knowing that she had finally understood the true nature of her reflection. She saw herself in a new light, as a multifaceted individual with infinite possibilities. As she turned to leave the bathroom, Sarah caught one last glimpse of her reflection. It was smiling back at her, like an old friend who knew all the secrets. The mirror's surface began to ripple and distort, like the surface of a pond disturbed by a stone. And as it did, Sarah felt herself being pulled into its depths, disappearing into the unknown, ready to face whatever lay ahead with courage and determination. Sarah emerged from the bathroom, feeling reborn and renewed. She knew that her life would never be the same again, for she had discovered the power of self-reflection and the magic of her own identity. The world outside seemed brighter and more vibrant than before, like a work of art waiting to be created. Sarah felt like a blank canvas, ready to receive all the colors and textures of her new reality. As she walked out into the unknown, Sarah asked herself one final question: what lies beyond the mirror's reflection?